Sports with Blake.
On Dan Blake TV on YouTube.
But yeah, sorry, back to the focus. We're refocusing. So yeah, I think that they'll get that back for that one fight. You know, when they say you got one good fight left in you, I think this will be the fight. But what I do think will happen is, as Amir Khan will start fast. His problem is, the reason why he was asking he's doing so well and he gets lights. Like, the reason why is because his hands are too fast for his feet. He has blistering hand speed, but if you watch his feet, he hasn't got fast feet. He when he goes in with the blistering combinations, his feet stay still. So if you can time him, he doesn't come out. So you can clip him and try and punch through the combination, or wait till the combination is just finished and then clip him, like Danny Garcia managed to do when he TKO'd him. But what I see Kell Brook doing, Kell Brook has a move which he does use, but he hasn't used it for a while. But this is his prime move when he was dismantling guys at British level like Kevin McIntyre and Michael Lomax, guys like that. He uses a move where he uses the left hook, right hand, but as you come in, as Amir Khan comes in, he's going to time him and do that kind of chopping jab come hook. This actual shot, funny enough, where it's a live by the sword, die by the sword. I've seen Kell Brook knock out guys with that a good several times, and that's the shot that Terence Crawford done him with, was that jab come hook over. He's going to try and time Amir Khan and catch him with that. And if Khan wobbles, then the big right hand, which he calls the chocolate brownie, is coming straight down the middle to end the game.
The chocolate brownie.
You know what it is. So that's what I see happening.
Yeah.
The left hook, right hand is going to be the move he's going to be looking for to time Amir Khan with. While Amir Khan is going to be looking to point score, and he might get too emotionally involved, where he stays in the pocket too long with the hands, and that's when he gets caught by Kell Brook.
Yeah, very great analogy there. Very great analogy. And we're looking forward to the fight, man. It's Saturday.
Yep.
Big fight. What arena is that? It's Manchester, right?
Yeah, at the AO Arena. They changed the name of this arena so many times. Used to be the MEN back in Ricky Hatton days.
Remember Manchester Evening News, right? That's what I remember, no?
The MEN, yeah.
Yeah, Manchester Evening News Arena.
Yeah. It was another name, and then now it's the AO Arena. It's changed a good 4 times, but yeah, we know where it is. So yeah, it's going to be it's sold out in 5 minutes. It's on pay-per-view. I'm going to be buying the pay-per-view. Yep. A lot of people.
Sky Sports Boxer.
Yep. Shout out to Ben Shalom.
Big up Savage Dan. You don't know, big up Savage Dan.
Yep. And big up Ben Shalom from the promoter of Boxer. And yeah, a lot of people are doing, get-togethers and lock-ins and stuff like that to watch the fight together and talk about it, because it's such an appealing fight. People don't want to watch it alone, or just them and their missus is probably in the kitchen, or just saying, "Oh, turn it off," or whatever. They want to be around all the guys and the boxing, the boxing hardcores and the boxing, even the casuals, just the boxing people who enjoy it, because this is going to be a group. I know a lot of groups who are coming together for this Saturday night.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. And going on to another big fight that I'm hearing a lot of speculation about is your cousin Craig the Spider Richards versus Joshua BuatsI.
Okay.
Big stories out there about this fight. Confirmation?
There's no confirmation just yet. They're still in talks. It's a strong possibility, but Craig has other options if it does fall through. Joshua BuatsI has other options if it falls through. Craig, he could be going for the IBO champion, Dominic Bozil. There's talks of possibly the European champion, Matthew Bauderleek, as well, which Joshua BuatsI might go for, or Craig, or the winner. If this fight does come off with Craig and Joshua BuatsI comes off, the winner would get the European champion or Bozil next. Because this is actually a non-title fight, but it's a bragging rights fight. It's a big domestic to see who is really the British champion. Yes, they've both won the British title. Currently, it's held by Dan Aziz, but these two are the top 2 in Britain, and the winner of this is really the king of Britain. There's no shadow of a doubt. No, you got to fight this man next and that man next from Britain. Then it's you move on to the European and then the world stage. For Craig, it's not the biggest fight he's had in his life. His biggest fight is Dimitri Bivol. But for Joshua BuatsI, it is his biggest fight. He is quite untested. Yes, he's been an Olympian, but when people think of Olympians, they think of the Lomachenkos, the Usyks, the Mario Kindelins, the Felix Savons, the pure boxer. But what Joshua BuatsI's style is a very aggressive style. That's why Floyd Mayweather wanted to sign him before Eddie Hearn managed to capture him. So
clinical finisher, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a very good finisher, good combination puncher, very strong Ghanaian man like yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Big up all the Fufu crew.
No, he likes Kenke and Banku.
He's a Banku man.
Yeah, he likes both of that's his go-to dishes. So you know about that stuff, yeah?
Yeah, of course. What do you mean? How you mean?
So yeah, he's into that. So yeah, strong, determined man, very proud man, and yeah, it would be a great fight if it comes off.
You can't see me wearing the Ghana beads.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, obviously, have to show the Ghana beads and that. Straight from Ghana, straight from Lombardy Beach, and this one straight from Accra.
Yeah, there you go. Big up the Akan people, the people from Gar as well.
Yeah, of course.
That Ashanti.
Ashanti, you don't know. Yeah, interesting. I feel, wow, what a fight! Big British tear up that would be. I think BuatsI. Yeah, as you were saying, we start with BuatsI. As you were saying, yeah, I've watched all of his fights. He was tested quite incredibly by one. I can't remember the guy's name yet, but he was tested by this guy not too long ago, where I think BuatsI held out. You know, he got a black eye. Do you remember that fight where he had a black eye?
Oh, he got the swollen eye.
Yeah, the swollen eye.
Yeah.
Can't remember the opponent. Forgive me, but yeah, that was a great fight, and it was a tester for Joshua BuatsI. That's the first time I'd seen him in any proper fight where it looked like he was struggling a bit.
Any issues? Yeah.
Yeah, any issues, and yeah, so that was interesting to see that for the first time with him. I feel like he's been heavily promoted, on Matchroom, commercially. So I feel like when you've got all of that heavy promotion, when it's time to step up, you gotta be ready. And I definitely feel out of the two fighters, Craig Spider Richards, he's gone a much tougher route at that weight. He's fought a lot of killers, come through a lot of killers on the domestic level already. So that kind of builds some, and I feel he's done it quietly as well without getting the credit for it, which I've said to Craig numerous occasions where I feel like he's took a lot of tough fights, come through them, shown great bravery, and just knocked on, and hasn't really had all the commercial talk, kind of bigging him up and about being one of the best in the division. When he fought Bivol, his name was up there more. People was talking about him much more, than previously. So, Craig, he's fought some tough killers, and with that being said, that gives you a lot of experience and a lot of needle under your belt, and a lot of what can I say? It's just like it's a lot of you got a lot of salt and pepper in the stash. You know what I mean? You got a lot of salt and pepper in the stash. So with that experience, and then going on world level, fighting someone like Bivol, coming really close to the victory as well. You know what I mean? He was a couple of rounds from taking that belt if he started faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just a bit earlier.
Those ending rounds, he was taking them. So it's just about, will it be a fight of experience, really? Craig winning it on experience. They're both very, very good fighters, and you were telling me before they fought in the amateurs and stuff like that. Great British tear up. I rate them both highly. So I feel like if Craig wins, it's going to be on that experience level. You know what I mean? I feel like he's been there. Craig's been there. He's fought world champions. He's fought all the British killers before. You know what I mean? He's took them willingly. You know what I mean? He's gone and settled scores. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's done all that. He's done it under loads of lights. You know what I mean? Some fights he probably didn't even have to take, but he took it. You know what I mean? So I feel like he may be a bit more war ready than Joshua BuatsI at this stage. And with that being said, that will give him the possible W in that fight. You know what I mean? That's, again, I feel like that's my spirit telling me that. You know what I mean? I feel like my spirit is aligning with me, and I feel like Craig wins it on that experience note. You know what I mean? Just being in there with the killers, in the UK and fighting another killer, I feel like he can give him some more needle. Well, I feel like Joshua's may have gone a route where he hasn't really fought too many. He ain't really fought too many guys that I feel like were kind of killer level, where it's a bit risky. You know what I mean? Apart from the guy that he fought and got the black eye, and he's had a couple injuries as well. He's had a couple, fair play to him. He's had a couple injuries. May have took some time out the ring to settle back in. So with BuatsI, what Craig has to be careful about when he's fighting BuatsI, like, again, he's very aggressive, you know what I mean? And he's got the fast combinations. When he comes in, he's coming to kill as well. He's got a very clinical ending to him when he's fighting fights. So, yeah, I feel like Craig's got to be aware of the viciousness of Joshua BuatsI and know that guy, he's coming to kill as well, you know what I mean? So as much as you got the experience, I feel, over him, you're gonna have to be on your toes in this one, because obviously he's highly rated in the division. You know, he's got all the brand and all the. I feel like he's got all that extra marketing behind him. He's classed. If I be real, I call it how I see it. He's classed as one of the poster boys of Matchroom, I would say. You know, Eddie Hearn was big. As much as Eddie Hearn bigs up Craig, I see him big up BuatsI. Kind of, you know, BuatsI gets big up quite a lot, you know what I mean? So you can see that when you're a poster boy of a brand, there's expectation for you really to beat Craig Richards, you know what I mean, in that fight. So that's where it's like he's going to have that pressure on him as well, where it may seem like, oh, yeah, he feeling like, all right, I should beat Craig, I'll move on to my world title shot, this kind of thing. I feel like could be a slight expectation going in, but I feel like that party could be spoiled very easily, you know what I mean, I feel like the more seasoned, with the salt and pepper and experienced man, which is Craig the Spider Richards. So it's a fight that to be honest, a fight I didn't want to see, if I'll be real with you. It's a fight I didn't really, and I feel like, I get it, it's a great blockbuster. It's going to be a massive fight. I can see it, O2 Arena, we're all there, big British tear up domestically. But, you know, I just like both the guys. You know, they're both nice guys, good personalities, but this is boxing, isn't it? It's like, this is the business end of the game. It's the business, whole business, isn't it? Both great guys. But that's how Craig wins the fight. I feel Craig wins the fight with experience, great jab, great range finder. I feel Craig got the height advantage.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Boom. Craig's got that great jab, over the top right hand a lot. Experience, you know what I mean? Wins Craig the fight. And I'd say, BuatsI, if he's going to win the fight, he's coming in with more of an approach of, as I said, like he's going to try and come in with those fast combination kind of shots and going to try to be clinical. So Craig's got to be aware of that when he's firing shots that he may try to counter a lot as well. Joshua BuatsI and time his shots, if they fight anyway. You know, so this one, like, it's a tough fight, man. It's a tough one, but those are my opinions on that one anyway. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, well, as you said, I believe Craig is the more battle-hardened.
Yeah.
You know, he's been in with Alan Higgins from Southern Area Level, who was 12-0, 7 KOs. He's been in with Frank Buglioni, who was the British champion at the time. 5 days notice, stepped up. Been in with Andre Sterling, Shakan Pitters, Chad Sugden, Jake Ball, who was the underdog in also, Dimitri Bivol. You know, so he's more battle hardened. And as you said, you was talking about he's going to bring salt and pepper. If Joshua BuatsI is bringing the salt and pepper, then we know Craig Richards is bringing that all-purpose seasoning. You know what I mean, all around the block. You know, so yeah,
Good.
Craig is a very high IQ in boxing.
Yeah.
The better jab, better IQ, more experience. Yeah. I believe that Craig, he's got the ingredients and the all-purpose seasoning to overcome Joshua BuatsI. Joshua BuatsI is a hell of a fighter, a great fighter, much more experienced in the amateurs and decorated, but Craig, as a professional, is the more experienced of the two, and being in with the better opposition. And I believe he's shown more. Joshua BuatsI is quite plateaued. You're talking about the eye injury fight. That was a good fight, but he also had another tough fight against Richard Bolotniks.
Yeah,
which was his last fight. and that one he was getting tired. He's got a very aggressive streak and a nasty streak. I've noticed in a couple of his fights he does like to throw low blows. He's had points off for that type of stuff in a few fights, so Craig has to watch out for that type of stuff.
Combinations flying around everywhere.
Yeah, he low blows, dragging the head, hitting behind the head, a bit of rapid punching. So, he's got a few dirty tricks up his sleeve, which the team will be mindful of. And I hope the ref does his job if the fight does come off. And but Craig, he's got the beating of Joshua BuatsI. But it'll be a great fight. The British public will get behind it. O2 Arena, if they were both bigger profiles, it would have definitely been great in Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace, as they're both from around that way.
Man, definitely a great fight. As you were saying, and as I was saying, I definitely feel like obviously you gave a prediction, so I mean it's only right I give my prediction. So I feel like I gave my boy both my explanations for like a win, who would win, how they would win. But my heart tells me that I got great fighters, but BuatsI, hell of a lot of credit to him as a fighter. You know what I mean? But again, as I said from the start, I feel like Craig is war ready, man. It's the experience. He picked up on it again, ring IQ, and just having that. That's this all round mix of different fighters that he's fought. You know what I mean? In different arenas, different experiences he's had, and I just feel he's been in the game longer, more experienced, and I feel it's Craig's time. I feel like he's going to win that fight. I'm trying to think how he wins it now. This is the interesting one. How he wins it? How do you think he wins it?
I'll say on points.
On points.
Josh is a very tough guy. He's very strong, good durability. So I'll say on points.
Well, I'll say on points as well. But I could. Craig he's been on a knockout streak, so I'm gonna give Craig I'll give him that as well, where it's possible Craig can knock out Joshua BuatsI. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's been on a mean KO streak. Let's not take the credit away from Craig's knockout streak and the knockout against Shakan Pitters that took him off the hinges. You know what I mean? Literally, an opponent that was size-wise was a good, strong couple of inches, 6'6". Another one seen as a big contender, big star of the future, went on away turf and knocked him for 6. You know what I mean? That was an incredible victory and done with such ease and class.
Well, knocked him for 10 actually.
Yeah, knocked him for 10. So yeah, I feel like sometimes you got to look at the facts. You know what I mean? And as I've looked at the facts. I don't want to start taking master knowledge's thing. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, but I definitely say, man, my heart and heart's telling me. I love both fighters. I love their styles, but I got Craig Richards all day on this one. I got him for either a points win or a KO. I like a different kind of prediction, and I feel like because of I see where you're going with the points win, but I feel Craig's got a mean KO streak at the moment. That's a bit underrated. So I feel, KO could be on the cards if BuatsI slipping a bit in that fight. So, yeah, man, good luck to both men if that happens anyway. It's good to talk about it. And I don't know if you could talk about anything else. I know you've been mentioning about doing some corner work. Is this true?
Yeah, I've applied for my British Boxing Border Control trainer's license. Trainers and seconds license. So hopefully when that comes through, I've got to go through the course first. I've done the application. The Southern Area Board Council are going to give me a call, going to go through the tests, and I'll pass that with flying colours. And then I'll be working with fighters, going into the corners of certain household names, and then build up a little stable possibly. But mainly I'll be helping out people because I've got other jobs I do, obviously with the Right Hand Man Limited security company, and also the podcast as well. But I'll be helping out fighters, giving back. Sometimes I do try to get down to the amateur club Lynn AC once in an orange moon. I would love to get there more often and just give back my knowledge and wisdom to the youth. So just so it doesn't get wasted and evaporated into thin air, someone can take it on and pass it on, because that's what it's about, giving.
But giving back.
Just like someone gave to me, I want to give to someone else.
And yeah, that's incredible news. Just have a round of applause for that, man. Respect, corner work, big moves, doing your thing, taking it to the next level. That's what we like to see. Elevation on Sports with Blake podcast, episode 4. We're in the house. Dani Glover, Dan Blake is here, man. We're doing it. Sporting mindset every time. This is what the podcast's about. We're talking boxing. Big shout out to cameraman Jojo in the building. You know how we do. It's all vibes.
Sports with Blake.
On Dan Blake TV on YouTube.
Dan meets sports fanatics and some of the biggest sports entertainment stars.